There is this referred to as a holy trinity in football season, and it's football, cheer, and band. Without one of these, the season almost becomes boring. And it's basically an American standard. So why would we get rid of it in our high schools? What I'm trying to say is that I really think that we should keep music programs in our American high schools. As a student who is in a program myself, I've been researching how education boosts student scores, and I've analyzed this as basically evidence to give reasons on why we should keep this. Now, I think that schools should keep music programs because it builds discipline and improves academic performance and provides a necessary outlet for emotions to keep kids in check and sane while doing the works of real schoolwork. Now, to start, let's see how music helps your brain perform better in a class. Now, there is data that shows that kids who would participate in music programs usually and almost all the time get better scores in, for example, reading, math, science. And learning music gives a core strength of memory, and that strength of memory will help you later in class with more difficult tasks, for example, chemistry. At my school, you have to memorize the entire periodic table, which is very hard for people who've not memorized much in their lives. Now, beyond just grades, music provides a really healthy way for students on how to handle their emotions. For example, me, I'm in dual enrollment, high school, and in band, and I have this rule to myself where every time I join another sort of band, whether that be jazz band, marching band, concert band, I will pick up a little bit more work to balance it out, and vice versa. If I pick up a little more work, I'll do a little bit more band. And this kind of it's like this duo that comes together, and it comes together perfectly and keeps me just emotionally well. And it does that for other students too. It keeps them emotionally healthy and gives them a real healthy way to express their feelings and how to put their words into music in such stressful days, because sometimes words is too much or too hard to put out all this time. Now, although some people may argue that music programs in high school cost too much, it kind of misses the point of the whole goal of a music program. Now, obviously, it's for music performance, teamwork, all that stuff. But there is a long-term goal, and that is mainly just leadership. Now, it may seem a little weird, but leadership is probably the most important thing in band. There are officer positions, there's section leaders, and it gives these kids a sense of leadership when they have to, usually, for example, organizing uniforms. That's usually done by students, because imagine being your band director, having to go through all the music for 100 plus kids, all the uniforms for 100 plus kids, getting the right sizes for all of them, making sure everyone has an instrument and it works, is too much. So they will appoint these leaders that will go and help the band throughout these times in need, and the band director can't be there for everyone. These kids usually end up in leadership positions, for example, like the military. And even though it does cost money, it still does lead to a great thing. And yes, these instruments, staffs do cost money, but another thing is that it directly correlates to higher graduation rates. These kids that do all 4 years in band, as I said before, have proven themselves to be good. Now, I really think we should keep this in schools, and this fight to keep music in school is super important to me. I'm sure to a lot of other kids that love this program.